I'll be right there. Go for it.
All right, we are back on that bullshit. We had the bets. Now we got the bullshit going into week 5. Let's get it. We only got 2 of the 3 right now because Harris has to go make sure his vagina is still okay after it being too hurt yesterday to play. We're going to talk about some trades. Well, the only trade that's happened where points have actually been realized. So Harris traded Rex Burkhead and Alvin Kamara to Richie in exchange for Christian Kirk, Rashad Penny, and Tyler Algier. We already covered week 3 last week. Week 4, Harris, you started Christian Kirk. You got 7.3 points for that. You sat Tyler Algier, who got 10.9 points on your bench. You sat Rashad Penny, who got 31.2 points on your bench. Richie sat Alvin Kamara wisely because he was ruled out. And also sat Rex Burkhead, who got 12.4 points. So in that trade so far, Harris, you've started 23.5 points of that trade.
Yeah.
You have sat 38.6 points from Rashad Penny and 14.4 points from Tyler Algier. Richie has never played. He played Alvin Kamara the first week, who got 5.3 points. 0 the second week because he was ruled out. Rex Burkhead has 17.9 total points, but Richie is yet to start him. So, Harris, you were killing that trade as of now, just based on what's going on. But then you decided to trade the highest scoring asset in that trade. You traded Rashad Penny and Mr. I need to retire, Julio Jones, to Brashawn in exchange for Keenan Allen and Derek Carr. And my initial gut reaction, first flinch was, you're a fucking idiot. That was ridiculous. And as I kept looking at it, I kept confirming my own bias that you were stupid.
Okay.
And but then I started digging into the actual numbers of what's going on. And I still think you made a dumb trade.
Okay.
But because Keenan Allen has been injured, he has 8.6 total points on the year.
He's played week 1.
Yeah, he played 1 week. Yep. And then you traded for Derek Carr, who has 65.6 points on the year. So you traded for a backup quarterback.
Yep.
Where there was a quarterback on the waiver wire who was outscoring him. So you could have just, bid on that guy and gotten a better scoring quarterback. There's Daniel Jones, who had 1 point less than Derek Carr.
Yep.
Who was also on the waiver wire. So you could just pick that guy up. There was also Corey Davis, who was on the waiver wire, who is scoring a lot of fantasy points. So there are people on the waiver wire that you could have gotten that backup quarterback and that wide receiver that you were trading for and kept Rashad Penny. So I didn't really understand why you did what you did. The only way that this works out is if Keenan Allen just balls the hell out the rest of the year, because Rashad Penny ended last year on a high note as one of the best running backs in fantasy football. Just broke out this past week, getting 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. And you traded for a quarterback that you're not going to play and a wide receiver who's 30 years old, injury prone, and only put up 8 points in the one game he played.
Mhm.
So I mean, you gave away Julio Jones, which Brashawn should
I
just
was gonna
not
cut
be-
Julio.
Yeah,
He
you were
was
gonna cut
already
him
on my,
anyway,
he
so
was on my waiver, so
that's
yeah.
fine. But I understand Rashad Penny has been inconsistent this year. Wasn't a guy you were playing anyway. You
Mhm.
had him on your bench the 2 weeks that you had him when you traded for him.
Yep.
But after looking at the whole situation, looking at your team, looking at what you traded for, and yada yada, I don't think it's as bad a trade as my gut reaction when I first saw it.
Mhm.
But I just think it was unnecessary. Like, you could have gotten the pieces you got in the trade through free agency potentially, and not given up a Rashad Penny who had just shown this past week, like, you saw he was on your team. You didn't trade him before Sunday. You traded him after he got
Yeah.
150 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So yeah, but before you comment,
Okay.
just Chewy, did you have a like a gut reaction, like a first flinch reaction on when you saw the trade?
Actually, I was on Harris's side because I kind of looked at his the Derek Carr part kind of useless. While you were talking, I did more analysis because, like, apparently I'm trying to be part of this show. I don't know why. I got
Good for
bits.
you.
I don't need to be anything more than a character. But so, like, yeah, the Derek Carr part useless because Burrow's bye week isn't until week 10. So I was like, well, maybe he's getting like an early bye. He's just gonna get that covered with a decent quarterback that might have an easy matchup that bye. Carr, worthless. Allen, on the other hand, could end up being, like Mike Williams has been kind of here and there. I pulled it up. It's one of those, like, I would, it's good to have a piece of the Chargers. Like, they're an offense you expect to do a decent amount. Him being out there, Allen looked like he was gonna. I mean, week 1 for Mike Williams was a disaster, but he like instantly set it up the next week. So you don't know if you have 2 wide receiver ones or if you have a 1 and a 2. But week 1, it looked like Allen was going to be that 1, and then he got the hamstring. It is very risky. I like Allen, but hamstrings, you never know. This guy could be on and off the field all year and could be a disaster. But Julio Jones, like Matt already said, he's basically a drop. The thing with Rashad Penny is he finally had a really good week against Detroit. Detroit, it's
The worst
like
defense in the league.
it's the worst defense in the league with oddly enough, a decent offense for some reason. Like, they're just scoring points.
Yeah, but Rashad Penny had one of the best 6 weeks of running back football last year. So
yeah, I get that. That's how that works. Like, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, at the end of the season he gets better. If that makes no sense, in that if you finish the season strong, you should be coming into the next year strong because you've already proven yourself. So the fact that it took him 4 weeks to finally have a good game, I mean, you can blame coaches and timeshares and rookies, but it's like, you don't know that that's gonna like stay that way. It might be that Detroit has the worst defense in the league, and all of a sudden he put up great numbers. So it could be an easy sell high of, you believe that was a fluke game because Detroit's a weak ass defense.
okay, I can buy in on the selling high thing. And they apparently, Chew and I are going to go back and forth on your trade, Matt. Not going to let you participate in the conversation.
Yeah, Matt's not smart. We don't want him to talk.
I can understand selling high. You didn't sell high. You traded for a backup quarterback and a 30-year-old wide receiver with a hamstring injury.
Yeah, it's.
Am I allowed to talk, or I don't know.
Sure, go ahead.
I mean,
We'll
just
let
keep it
you in.
brief. Just keep it brief.
I totally did it. I was selling off of his run that he had this last week, Rashad Penny. I sent 3 trades out. Okay. Rashawn responded with me saying he's gonna give back to me in a day. I had 2-day expires on all 3 trades I sent out. One of them, I was trying to get the Seahawk fan in on it. Rashawn decided after I didn't notify the 3 people that I made these trades attempt to, that I did that I offered 3 other people. Rashawn decided, I guess he didn't want to wait 24 hours and he sent it through. He accepted it while I was asleep, which is fine because I did put this trade through. Like you said, Carr is Carr. He is what he is, right? Like Chewy said, he looked at the bye week. It's just more for me, just having a backup quarterback. It's nothing. It's nothing. And I agree with that. For Keenan Allen, though, that for me, I stupidly, selfishly, I'm fairly certain I have Keenan Allen in every league I'm in now.
Ah,
But also I do believe in the upside of Keenan Allen. Yeah, he's 30. He's got the hamstring issues. Rashad Penny is a good running back when he can do it. He absolutely is. I don't want to discount that. I'm trying to trade him high. He's with we just don't know what we're gonna get with Rashad Penny. It's fantasy. We don't know shit. We don't know what's gonna happen, right? That's the fun of this. So I'm gambling. I'm risking a running back who gave me great points on my bench because I didn't play him for upside of a wide receiver on a very strong offensive team. Seattle's been killing it. Geno Smith has been killing it. I don't believe in them. I'm sorry. I don't believe in Seattle. I don't know if it's because I don't like the Seahawks. I just don't believe in them. So
I thought
this
you
is
did
more
like
of a-
to, I thought you did like to Seahawks.
No. I don't like the Seahawks. No. So this is more of a gut thing for me. I just don't, I don't like that Seahawk anywhere near any orifice of me.
In or around your mouth.
Yeah, in or around, just not happening. So it was more of a thing of I want to see if I can trade Penny because he had that amazing game. And the other trades, I don't know if the guys saw him or not. Rashawn didn't go with the 24-hour thing that he told me. He's like, I need a day. I woke up and he accepted the trade. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm fully happy with this trade. I know you guys. I know you, Carver, especially you have some doubt with it. I'm willing to roll the dice on Keenan Allen. So that's why I did it.
Yeah.
so
feel like
I have one more comment in that Harris is annoying as shit because of the people he offers trades,
You
it's
can just
me.
stop the comment right there.
And
Good
I'm
call.
always busy when he offers me these trades, and then by the time I ever look at them, they're gone. Like it's like I
I
get a
didn't
message.
take it away. Rashawn accepted the trade.
Sure.
Yeah. Sean said he needed a day, and then we said, I'm going to use CPT and
Right.
accepted it.
I mean, knowing me, I didn't care that Harris offered me when I was busy, but I would have looked eventually. It's just that every time Harris offers me one, I don't have time because he likes to do it when I'm busy with my peoples, with my ladies. Like I get an alert and I'm like, nope, don't got time for this shit. And I go to my ladies.
I'm going to need you to stop calling them your ladies and start calling them your bitches or your harem.
I could probably do the harem. If I do bitches, I feel like the Key and Pill
you're-
skit where it's like I said, bitch.
You're,
And then,
you're-
like
you're
you
just
gotta
too,
worry
you're
about
just
getting
too,
back.
you're too respectful to call them your bitches, huh?
Right. Yes, I actually like the ladies. They're cool people. Hell, we even met Matt's whole family. Matt's family and kids have met the ladies, which
That was
we
a great conversation with my 8-year-old daughter. She loved it.
just like good.
Did you
good
tell her this is
parenting.
what you could ascribe to be in your life?
Yeah, like
One of
as
Chewy's
Lee
harem?
knows, we're at a water park for his son's birthday. Harris and I and his oldest are on like in line for one of the like group tube tunnel like slide rides, right? Water park. It's great. And I don't remember how it goes, but like Matt's like, hey, daughter, because I'm not going to use kids' names in our drinking league show on a YouTube channel. We should probably keep some of our lives like separate from the world. Like, hey, you want to meet Chewy's ladies? And she goes, wait, he has 2 girlfriends? And because I think Matt actually said girlfriends.
I say girlfriends, yeah.
And he's like, and Zoe, her daughter was like real quick to be like, Sorry, I can't. I'm used to calling the name.
You're good. You're good. You're good. Don't worry.
You didn't use the whole name. You're good.
No, I cut it off.
Just use 75%. You're good.
Right. Yeah. She quickly was like, "Isn't that cheating?" And I went, "No, they're married to each other." And it just blew. Like that's a lot for an 8-year-old. Her brain just like you saw it in her face, just shut. Like what the hell did I just tell? Like she just stared at us for a while. We're like, "Yep, that's how I do it." And then we just like went on. Then we just went on a water ride. Like,
And then we met them for breakfast the next day. It was great.
yeah.
That is
And
is
she drew
Chewy
them a
is
picture.
Chewy godfather to all your kids? Maybe it should
Yeah.
just be your son. It should just be your son.
I will train him in the ways.
Okay. So we've talked about the Harris Richie trade, which Harris is dominating. We've talked about the Harris Brashawn trade, which no points have happened yet, and Brashawn is already winning via my personal.
I don't disagree. He is winning right now. Absolutely.
And
He's got a starting
personally,
running back.
on a personal level, I don't like that you made Brashawn better. So I don't like that.
Well, I'm picking Brashawn like almost every week, so I have to.
Shame. Prejudice. Shame.
Brashawn's
Okay.
my original drinking buddy. I have to help Brashawn.
All right. Now we're gonna play a game where you guys didn't know this, but a shot is on the line.
Okay.
If you can't, I'm gonna do this because I'm making up the rules as I go. You can't pick the same person. Okay. So if either of you get this right, I will take a shot. If you both get it wrong, both have to take a shot.
On show.
Yeah, right now.
All right.
All right.
So because I owed so much, I just trying to clear out my fridge. I only got seltzer, so I have to go get some hard alcohol. But I'm on board. I will be right back.
I have the crown right here.
And again, I'm gonna product placement just in case any big major brands are watching our channel. Bets and bullshit. And Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey, $10 cheaper than Screwball at your local Fry's.
What was that again?
Sheepdog,
Oh.
So how to
Sheepdog peanut butter
how-
whiskey. Also sponsored by Big Dogs Gotta Eat, BDGE. There we go.
have you tried it side by side with Screwball to know it's better, or is it good enough to
No, no,
not?
no, no. I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying
It's
$10.
can't taste the difference.
Okay. Well,
Um,
that
so-
would be so not better, but not worse.
No. Exact same tasting, $10 cheaper per bottle.
Okay.
I would say that's better
That
personally.
would-
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
I bought
it
this at
tastes better.
Costco, so I don't know how it compares price wise.
All right.
I think this bottle right here, the 750 was
Yep.
$15.
Okay. I don't remember. My 1 liter, I think, was under 20.
All right, what are we doing?
Right.
All right. So we have a person in our league that has had a player on a, you guys can't look this up, right? You're not looking at anything. No, you can't do any research. It's just off the dome.
Okay.
We have a person in our league that has a player on their roster that has been on their roster since September 7th that has 0 carries, 0 targets, 0 fantasy points,
Oh God.
has been on their roster the entire year, is still on their roster to this day. By far, the worst kept player on anybody's roster.
Oh,
I'm
geez.
assuming not injured.
Not injured, never been injured, but no pass attempts, no targets thrown to them, no rushes, No fantasy points. Why have they been on your roster since day one, are still on your roster to this day, and have had zero involvement in any game? Why do you still carry them? Absolute worst kept player.
Fuck. Is it
You
a
don't have to guess the player. You just have to guess the manager.
Ah,
Not a rookie either.
I'm
he's not.
I'm hands off on anything else.
Can we know position?
What?
Can we know position?
Wide receiver.
I mean, the obvious choices are to choose either of the auto pick teams. I don't know that it is though, because I feel like
I feel like it's a trick. It's a trap,
well,
Chewy.
the thing is, we said, not injured, right? Like, so it's not like been this, questionable tag every week and then sits. Like they weren't putting on like, I know it's not this guy because I saw him get picked up recently, but Wandell Robinson. Right?
Robinson, it's not him.
Yeah,
Right, 'cause
fuck
he
Richie.
just
I
got picked
wanted
up.
Wandale Robinson this week.
Right.
Like the top
Um,
three guys I went after this week all got picked up.
Yeah.
Asshole.
The defense was hilarious because all three of us, it was us three who went for the defense. Chewy got it.
So, and I told you I wanted to pick somebody up. That was the defense. I almost
Oh, was
picked
it?
him up before the week, but I was like, I'll just waste my waiver on it to get that defense because they're solid for like the next 4 weeks. I'm just gonna be lazy and choose Nielsen.
Just because I don't know, man, it's throwing me off. I'm gonna go Spear.
I win.
What is
Yeah,
it?
No surprise.
The player is, I forget his first name. K Turpin,
Oh, it's fucking Andy.
wide receiver for Dallas, Andy Brooks.
I was so close. I knew, that auto pick comment. All right, I'm with you, Matt.
Yeah.
Harris.
Brooks, what the fuck is that guy doing on your team? Like zero fan, and
It was
it's
the
not
rookie
like,
hype.
oh, I'm holding him as a rookie keeper for next year. He doesn't play.
It was
He
the
has
rookie hype.
zero value. Why is he on your roster?
My favorite is he has played snaps. Of course, I know that he's a returner because at one point for like 1 week, I had him in Harris's league because we get return yards. So if he did anything plus return, he could be useful. And I dropped him after a week.
Zero fantasy points, zero targets, zero
Actually,
catches.
wait. No. You are incorrect.
Oh, take a shot.
He has 0.3, and I do not know from where, fantasy points in week 2. I just pulled him up
Bitch.
On where?
on Sleeper. Like our league, it lists him as 0.3.
Oh, he does.
this
Week 2 against Cincinnati.
I
Yeah.
don't know what it's from because it doesn't list it as a receiving. So maybe he did some weird carry BS. But it says he has 0.3 fantasy points.
Hold on. I
So
looked.
not only do you owe us a shot, but you have to take at least 3 because Matt and I had to do one incorrectly.
I have to. I'm not. You
You
both.
son of a
You
bitch.
both confirmed it. So I'm gotta.
I don't know what he got that for.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I saw the 0 targets, 0 receptions, 0 yards, 0 everything.
The point stands. Andy should not have this guy on his roster. Like
He had
the
one
reason
carry for 3 yards on week 2. 1 carry for 3 yards, 0.3 points.
there it is. I was like, they had to use him in a rush because it's not listing what this is that got him.
Just go to week 2. Look at Andy versus Corey and scroll down.
Oh.
You'll see it.
Got it. Yeah, that would make sense.
But I like this game. I like this game, Carver, especially when you fuck up.
Yeah. It's,
Well, I mean, there's not a person in this world that doesn't like it when I fuck up.
because the best part is that I want to say after one of our videos, you talked about the fact that of drop candidates. It
Yeah,
was
I
the
know.
best.
And you're absolutely right, Carver. It is just 0.3, but you should do a shot to join us here. Thank you.
Hey,
Okay.
you know what? After I took the double, gosh, I really like when you said something about something come something.
Oh,
Oh,
Irish.
Irish. Cum stain.
Yeah, I was like, something with cum in the name. Sounds like a good drink name.
All right, I'm not gonna look anymore. I like Chewy and I checking you after this game though. So
Hey,
do
but
another one.
after I did those 2 drinks, I was, you know what I thought to myself? I was like, you know what? I might call out of work tomorrow because, and you know what? I agree with Chewy. You guys both took a
Shit.
drink. I'm not gonna fucking take 3,
Okay.
Yeah.
but here's a double
Okay.
of our sponsored drink, Sheepdog Peanut Butter Whiskey.
If we're sponsored, where's our bottles? It's like
They're
At
at
Fry's,
Fry's. They're
at
at
Fry's.
Fry's. They cost $15
$15.99.
with a
Also,
fries tag.
speaking of random things that wouldn't be happening, when I was looking at YouTube comments, some random person has actually watched our video.
Yes, we got a comment from somebody not in the league for the first time ever.
Yeah.
I
Which
believe that means we have officially made it.
What did the comment say?
It was in a foreign language.
it was I'm gonna go with almost promise, but it is like in funky ass font with as many symbols and whatever's as possible. But it looks like PRO with some sort of hat or line across it. M, technically diameter sign. I'm going to call that an S and an M. So it almost looks like promise with the O or a diameter. I don't know. Also, the name is Eddie Murray. So it's probably not a real account or they're spoofing.
Hey, it doesn't matter.
The baseball player, Eddie Murray.
Sure, why not?
All right,
I was thinking the old comic, but
we got
Eddie Murphy.
Murphy, I know. But if you're
Go
gonna
ahead, Carver. Go ahead.
Eddie Murray was an actual baseball player.
Yep, it's true.
All right, so we got less than 10 minutes. We're 4 weeks down. That is roughly somewhere between a quarter to a third of the season, regular season is done.
Yep.
I feel this is a good time to look deep inside the numbers. So I took the points for, right? The total points that we've scored versus where everybody ranks.
No.
And then I took the points against versus where everybody ranked. And I came up with a scoring system to kind of see kind of like a power ranking of
Yep.
who has the best points for with the highest points against, meaning they have a good team that's scoring a lot of points.
And they're beating teams that
And
are scoring a lot.
they're also getting high scores against them.
Right. Because like the opposite is Bill. So Bill has the highest point score.
Hey, stop looking.
I always look at this shit. And
I
it's not
actually
Bill.
I looked at this before we did this video, but
Right.
I don't know off the top of my head who's got the
Right.
Hi.
So by my rankings, by my my metric, my algorithm, it's not really an algorithm, it's just me, manually
Gotcha.
calculating, doing math.
Yeah. Nobody trusts you to be able to make an actual algorithm.
Oh, no, not at all. I can't even spell algorithm.
Yeah, it's difficult.
So by this metric, The best team in our league right now is the guys you guys shit on after the draft. I didn't hate on him at all. I said he had an awesome draft and he did really, really smart things. But the best team by my metrics, Rashawn Bryant.
Well, you didn't give us the chance to guess.
Yeah, no. I'm
You
not,
didn't-
I
Wait,
don't
wait.
want-
You didn't shit on Brashawn. You talked about how many wide receivers you mother.
This is the part of the program where I place blame on you guys.
Oh, I see.
All
I
right.
see.
So Brashawn, by my metrics, given his points for and points against, has the strongest team in our league right now. So I said it after his draft that he was a wise, learned man to go wide receiver heavy,
It's not true, B. That's
And
not true.
to fade running backs. That I said, I was like, I'm with you, power to the people, Wakanda forever. I was like, that's all good things. Rashawn, you're the man. So
I think all
Harris-
three of us should be taking a shot here.
Harris, you, by this metric, have the worst team going on in the whole league.
I
Absolutely.
agree.
Absolutely. Because I don't know how to play my lineups.
Well, I think that after your 3
Hey, we're
years
waiting
of-
on you, Carver. We poured a shot.
yeah, I'm definitely calling out of work tomorrow.
So obviously we all love B. He's our #1 fan. Thanks, B. Like and subscribe.
B,
I'm sure you
I
have.
do love you, B.
This shot, B, this shot's for you. Even though you owe us one for the Spear Harris thing.
Big ups to Brashawn.
My favorite part about that is, sure, there's been a lot of running backs that have crapped the bed. So we'll call it the zero. Like, if I've ever seen somebody do 0 RB to like the full extent, it's B. He really tried to do 0 RB.
But now he's got the starters.
Now he's
Yeah.
got Rashad Penny because fuck ass Harris gave him a good starting running back.
Melvin Gordon is now the starting running back for Denver, in case you weren't.
You mean Mike Boone? You mean Latavius Murray?
We'll see.
Hold on. So we've got less than 5 minutes, so I want to get to this. All right. For there's 2 more things for a shot each. Okay.
Oh, geez. Then why did we just do a free shot?
God damn it.
Because we were giving
Alright.
props to Brashawn.
Wait, well, I guess I don't need to pour this ahead of time, but I'm sure I'm getting it wrong. Go ahead.
I'll start with the biggest fraud. All right. This is the person hey, Chewy, you're not looking at anything right now, are you?
Just standings.
No, don't look at that. Don't look at anything.
It's up on my screen. The league is always up on my screen when we do these videos, so we can actually talk about something
All right.
that remotely makes sense.
Close it right now so you don't look at anything. All right. This person is the biggest fraud, meaning they have the biggest differential of like high points for, or sorry, low points for, but are high in the standings because they have low points against.
So they have the weakest schedule.
They have one of the weakest schedules, and they're scoring not super high. Like Bill, so it's not Bill, right? Because
No.
Bill has a high
Yeah.
points for, but he doesn't have a super high points against, but he has a super high points for. Right. This
So-
person has low points for and low points against. So their standing is kind of fraudulent.
Yeah, so here's the problem. Is the reason I was looking is that
Hold on, we have less than 3 minutes, so we gotta go fast.
the quick comment is your algorithm is so bad. I don't know that I want to drink to this because when you chose Brashawn, as much as I love him, the math makes God no sense. Like there is no sense to what you chose on Brashawn because quickly looking, I know what you did, but your weighting system is shit. Like just as somebody that knows math, you weighted that like you are garbage. Like,
Yes.
like for the
Yes.
listeners where they're like, Carver doesn't know what he's talking about, this is that moment. And
Okay,
I
here,
love,
hold on.
I love
Real
people.
quick,
I am
real
with
quick,
the
hold on,
listeners.
hold on.
Carver is bullshit right now.
Real quick. Rashawn has the 5th highest points for and the 2nd highest points against. So he's in the top 5 of highest points, but he has the 2nd most points scored against him.
So this is the
So-
problem with you telling me not to look. That is
100% true. 100% accurate.
it is
I'm
so
thinking
close,
Spear.
I'm
But-
gonna choose the obvious choice. Carver. Carver is the person that is a fake.
Chewy's correct. Biggest fraud is me.
Yeah.
Hey, that means you drink.
Yeah. Oh, you do too, because you got it wrong.
No, you said if one of us get it right.
You fuck you.
You said both, but it was both right or both wrong
All right.
or something to that effect.
I'll
So
drink, Carver.
I am the biggest fraud in this league so far because I have the 6th highest points for, so I'm technically making the playoffs right now, but I have the easiest strength of schedule so far.
Bitch.
So I'm only winning because people aren't scoring any points against me.
Right.
All right.
You actually have less points scored than Special K, who is in 10th place.
Okay, so who is the biggest sleeper? Meaning they're not doing great, but they're actually scoring pretty good, just getting a lot of points scored against them. We have less than a minute. Pick your
I'm
pony.
gonna I hate it, but I'm gonna blurt out Special K. Unfortunately, I was just looking at stuff.
Beer.
Chewy's 2 for 2.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest fraud. Special K, you're the biggest sleeper, which is why I was conflicted about choosing Special K and